Well, on our last leadership and communication meeting via Zoom, we discussed creating meaning with communication for the purpose of leadership. What does that look like? Several things we discussed are the way that you communicate verbally and non-verbally. Let's take a little bit of a deeper look into that. So verbal communication is the words that you say, the meaning behind the words that you say. Nonverbal communication are the things that you do, the things that you maybe do with your hands, the eye contact that you have with your audience, whether it's one person or a room full of people, the way that you dress, the colors that you wear, even down to something as minute as the colors that you wear. For example, white is a color of peace, purity, openness, presence, and also power. Black is also a color of power. It's a color of authority. Blue is a color of royalty and generally formality. Whereas something, the color red is an intense color of passion. More, it is powerful and intense. It denotes intensity. And there are other things that the colors represent as well that I'm not mentioning here. But you can look that up for yourself, or you can join me on a Zoom call sometime and learn more about that if you'd like to. We also discussed body positioning in relation to the audience, the presenter, and the receiver of the message. So if I am facing my audience, I'm open to them. It gives a level of vulnerability and openness just because of how I am positioned. Have you ever discussed something with someone, had a conversation with someone, and they had their arms crossed and their body turned the entire time? There's nothing wrong with communicating this way. And when you communicate in this way, to some degree, to some level, and you may have another reason for why you are doing this, but it generally communicates a closed-off position and not full openness, full vulnerability. And there's nothing wrong with not being open and vulnerable. But if you are wanting to connect with a person, one way that you can improve that is by positioning your body in an open way. Not having your hands crossed, but having them open. So there's one additional tip. Another thing that you can do to improve communication is articulate the words that you are saying, the words that you are speaking. Oftentimes, we are comfortable or perhaps uncomfortable, and as a result, we string our words together and slur them together so that they can sometimes be illegible. Perhaps that's not the right word. They can be difficult to understand. But by articulating our words, speaking clearly, and refraining from the use of filler words, such as like, you know, well, kind of, words of that nature. Those do not add to the credibility of what you're saying or your credibility as a person. Refraining from those words, those filler words, will improve your credibility and improve the experience of the audience you are speaking to. If you'd like to talk more about this, you can contact me, leave a comment. My contact information, I have a new email address. It is clstrategies1@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know your thoughts. I'm open to questions. And I would love to know your questions so that I can deliver information that is relevant to you. Thank you for watching today. I appreciate your time.